Yeah. It's your boy, Urban Hot Earth Philosopher, aka Monster the Kumba, of course.
Boy, Trey Too Cool, back again.
And no, we're gonna talk about who the streets love more, Future or Jay-Z. I mean, and like I said, this is just opinion. Either way you look at it, ain't no real facts on this. You know what I mean? This only based on what we feel and what we think. You know, with the stuff that we know about both. You know what I mean? All right. So, you know, he going with Future, right?
Yeah.
And I believe it's Jay. So, why you think it's Future?
I mean, like I said, man, I ain't trying to say Future a better rapper than Jay-Z. I'm gonna say I understand why the fellas my age will say Future, cause I mean, as far as like in the era of 2010 or better, man, Future been on the run since then. You know what I mean? And it's a different brand of niggas. It's a different brand of guys that love Future, man. That ain't gonna understand. That ain't gonna understand Jay-Z. Ain't gonna like how he coming with it or nothing. You know what I'm saying? But then you got a lot of guys. Man, you got different type of. It's a different generation of hustlers too, man. That's why I say. As of 2010, man, Future probably got him in the streets. Future probably got him in the streets.
You know, this was like this was an argument already before, right? And the internet crushed your boy, Future.
I mean, I ain't saying,
cause they felt like to them they feel like, man, you overstepping your boundary. Like you ain't even been in the game long enough to even talk to that, because he got to think about this about Jay-Z too. Jay-Z also had his run was ridiculous, and he really still on it. and
so you think he drop a tape right now and going number one?
Oh, I mean, I'd be surprised if it didn't.
You would be surprised if it didn't?
Yeah, because you know it's like my boy now. He just one of those, you know, he just one of the pillars of the game that no matter what, if he do something, people gonna, you know, gonna mess with it. And then, you know, like I said, far as the hustler, Jay-Z is still hustling, out hustling a lot of dudes. You know what I mean? Like he really is, like, you know, one of those hustlers, man. Like he went from, like I said, the block to eventually a billionaire. By applying the same, you know, philosophies he did in the streets to the business.
I mean,
you know what I mean?
I ain't discrediting it. I'm just saying.
That's why I'm saying, like,
the era to change, man.
Every time, like I said, even like young dudes, like Simba, the money boy Simba, that's from I think he's from Oakland, California, the rap. I was telling you about.
I heard him. Yeah,
right?
I heard him.
And he the one I was showing that was on Fun Flex, and he was getting on Fun Flex about. Being, you know, about being, you know, talking shit about Tupac, whatever.
Yeah.
He was on something, right? And he called Jay-Z like the GOAT. And he basically, you know, he was just really, you know, not as MC, but just the fact that the man hustle, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You know, and becoming a billionaire on top of that, you show like, man, I am the hustle, like, cause you did it in the, you know, the world, the commercial world, the world, you know, of the big dogs in business. You know what I'm saying? You know, sometimes, you know, he might be in a conversation with the Warren Buffetts and all that. He, you know, he can sit in some of them rooms now.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know how far Future is off from that. I don't even know if he's able. He haven't matured for that level. You know what I mean? Cause you see, cause the way his approach is, the way he talk about stuff, you know, like he always talk about different drugs and you know, like there was a song we listened to, he was like, you know, some other Perkins calling and all that, right?
That's the song, man.
So, and there's a lot of kids that do those things. So, of course, they love him for that level. See, that ain't what Jay-Z did. Like he gave you, okay, this is a drug game. Boom, this is, you know, my part in it. You know what I mean? But he also be like, you know, he knew he had to get out of it. You know what I mean? You know, exercise his his knowledge, elsewhere. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I understand what you're saying, but I'm saying that because the only reason I can understand, the only reason I can oppose that argument is because, man, the hustlers these days, man, are on them drugs he talking about, and they hustlers.
But see,
hustlers, they just, you know what I mean?
But are they hustlers or they junkies?
Man, they junkies that's maintaining the hustle at the end of the day.
I'm just saying, like, I think that he might speak for them in particular, for like is that set of people. Like I told you, everybody got their audience. And I'm saying Jay-Z's audience is broader than his.
I'm saying so they drop a tape on the same day. Who gonna outsell who? You know what I mean? Today, you know what I mean?
Today, I still think Jay. Cause see, think about what Jay did when he dropped that one verse. They LA that joke.
You talking with DJ Khaled?
Yeah, they LA.
DJ Khaled play a major part in why that song go up.
Yeah, but
in this generation.
But for the reaction that you got is because he's Jay-Z. And like I said, and to me the verse was alright. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But then how much people talk about that verse, man? Like, oh my God, and this is a verse of all verses. And think about that, man.
I mean, but you do have a nation of people who say you to go to them.
Yeah.
So they gonna say that every time.
But,
you know
what I'm saying, but that's my point though. Like, if they was to drop the same thing, you think the future outsell them? I don't think so. And if he did, he is more relevant, I would say, in music in a way than Jay is, because Jay ain't really making no music. But every time he do something, like when him and Nas had Sorry, that's Sorry. With
Sorry, with DJ Khaled and Nas. Sorry, not sorry.
You're a funny nigga. You saying because Khaled and Nas on there, so yeah, that's true too. But
automatic. But
the fact that he was on there, he his own dude too though. This is Jay Future.
I need him to drop a
and
single.
you know how on behind the scenes how I am about Nas and Khaled with Jay. So for me even to be.
Yeah.
Come on. I don't even, get Jay this much for real. And I don't dislike Jay.
That turtle, man. I should stop and get it. Damn.
In a quarter mile, turn
big
right
ass turtle.
Okay, we get it and keep it.
Yeah, damn.
We want to do it then. Oh, no. It should be there when we get back.
Shit, them bitches fast.
Well, them bitches ain't fast, a turtle.
I bet you don't be.
What you want a turtle for real?
What?
We can just go get a turtle, man.
I mean, we don't care with this shit.
But we don't. Yeah. But Shy going for that kid.
Yeah.
Shy, y'all know we off the turtle. But like I said, we can agree to disagree. You know what I mean? Ain't no real facts to it.
Yeah,
I just
like
think
I said,
that
I'm not a big fan of Future.
I'm
really not a big fan of Jay. I'm just arguing for the era we in, where I feel like the young niggas gonna choose.
To me, it's the same thing like with Jordans and other shoes. Niggas always gonna get Jordans.
I mean, it's hard to get on that level though, man. Like shoes like KD's had a run trying to be the top shoe, but man, and was selling like Jordans at one point, but man, it's hard to hold it up. As soon as you fall off, man, Jordan's hard.
See, my thing is like when Future will be out of the music game or whatever, is his name gonna still be ringing bells like Jay's name?
I think so, man.
I don't think so.
That man, Future got a hell of a catalog too, though.
He got a catalog, but it's not a. But I said, but it's not a what you call his audience. He don't have a real his audience ain't broad. He all. Oh yeah, that's right. You're all the way down to the circle, John.
Okay, duck down situation.
Is that brick zone right there? I need to think of a name for his ass too. When y'all come in Sean Tupac and Erykah Badu.
Erykah Badu.
Yeah, he's a dirty motherfucker.
Yeah, not. Shit, I like Erica Badu though.
Yeah.
Young fat motherfucker.
I mean, she an old fat motherfucker. I mean, it was still right. Oh no. Oh, sorry, y'all. Well, anyway, y'all, thank you for tuning in for us, man. You know, next time, you know, we come with something new. Y'all, I'm outside. All right.